at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning.
You made it.
I'm here. Hope
Hello.
you're happy. No, just kidding. I'm happy to be here.
Hello, friends. Johnny being here on a Sunday morning after a late night gig on Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern is a testament not only to our friendship, but his commitment to all of the Thronlys.
That's right.
If we ever wanted proof, it's happening right now.
Only for the Thronly onlys.
That's right. Oh, so good to see you all. I got the chat popped up. For those of you watching this later this week, this event is live but exclusive to our Thronlys. If you are a silver, gold, or diamond Thronly member, you have access to this particular show, which are 5 different videos that were voted on by the Thronlys and supporters and submitted by the song selections were from the diamond tier. So that is
Robbie.
What's happening. What's up?
Robbie says, Johnny looks worse than me.
Yeah, 6 a.m. for Robbie.
Well, I'm glad to help you out, buddy.
We're here to make everybody feel better about themselves.
Yes.
That's our goal.
Thronly only.
That's right, we have a new theme song.
That was Richard's idea. We were musing before
Right.
the show, and he's like, Thronly only. I'm like, hey, that's good.
That's a song. Coin that. All right, well, today we have the winners of our vote here at the polls is starting off with Forestella. Awesome. Then we're moving on to Zendee. Do you remember who that is from our Filipino Friday? We only saw one, so I will forgive you if you've forgotten.
I barely remember my own name right now, so probably not.
Zendee was the woman, the young lady singing in the mall. I'm pretty sure it was I Will Always Love You, with the guy mopping behind her.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
It was fantastic.
I do remember her, yes.
And so she's doing it. It's a duet with Jessie J, like one of those online things. We'll get to that.
Okay.
And then we have Dimash. And then we have Angelina
remember him.
Jordan.
I
And
remember
then
her.
we have Hua Chenyu. Throwing the oldies is like the cream of the crop that gets voted on. It's such a fun event to do.
All the hits.
All the hits, absolutely. So, I'm thinking
Ooh, that's loud.
we should begin.
Yes, but before we do,
this for you.
no, not you. It's my computer made an alert sound as very loud. Please hit like, subscribe, ring the bell. See what's going on in our channel.
We appreciate
There's always
that.
something.
Also, we
There's always
appreciate it if
something.
you click on the description below. There's a link there that takes you to the Buy Me Coffee page where you can support the page, even become a member to be part of exclusive reactions just like the ones happening right now. Silver, gold, or
Buy
diamond.
me coffee. Buy me coffee.
It also
buy me
gives you
coffee.
access to Sunday Shorts. I'm missing a syllable to make that work. And while you're there, if you're interested in learning how to write a song, maybe it's the first time, maybe to improve your skills, you can chat with Johnny directly, do a one-on-one songwriting lesson. Or if you'd like to explore your voice more and develop your singing, you can do a lesson with me. All right. First up, Forestella.
Steve, Thronly only on my tonally phonally.
I like it. All right, so this one I got to put on transparency for sure. This is Despacito. No, it's not gonna work.
No, don't push it.
I was gonna go with Desperado, but it's not really working there either.
Desperado. What a great tune that I came up with, blatantly
It
ripping
really
off
is.
another tune.
It's so versatile.
It is.
All right, here we go. Do we have sound?
I can't hear it. Am I meant to
can't
hear it?
Either. Oh, the sound system went away.
Of course.
We just tested this before we started.
We did. What happened?
It's the Throga channel. Well, that's what happened.
Yeah, it's the Throga channel. That's right. This is our motto.
Dare to be adequate. Okay. What do I do?
I feel like the big part of our show is actually being able to listen to this stuff.
It's kind of a piddle.
Oh, now there's two of you.
Yeah, no, all right, I fixed that. That's gone. No one wants that.
Robbie's like, I woke up for this. Sorry, guys. Oh, we can't cut this.
I don't know what to do.
Really?
Really? Hold on, let me try this. I'm so glad we're amongst friends.
Yeah.
What if let's see, I'll do that. At least I'm not being blinded. I'll take this over not being able to see for the next hour and a half.
Oh, I would take that any day. You being blinded by super bright lights was my favorite thing.
All right, so hold on. Let me take out the chat for a quick second. See if I can...
Blinded by the light.
That's a good song.
Wrapped up like a douche. Deuce. Wrapped up like a deuce. Sorry. Wrapped up like a deuce. Sorry. That
would be the inappropriate lyric. Do I need to put on explicit lyrics while I'm trying to sort this out?
Is this going on air? This second? Seems like a little excessive.
This is a little excessive. I don't have access. Oh, wait. I think I got it. Wait. I almost decided to restart this and have to send everybody a new link. I was right there.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
At least for when this goes public later this week, we'll have a timestamp so they can choose to skip such fantastic.
Is it possible to lose 16,000 fans, 16,000 subscribers in one go? And then we go below 200,000 again?
I feel like that's another reasonable goal for our channel. But let's listen to some music, shall we? Thank you, everybody, for your patience, as always. Oh Lord. The sync is a little off.
Sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo hoy.
Vi que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome.
Chat back in, sorry about that.
Muéstrame el camino que yo voy. Oh.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy a hacer contra el voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso. Oh yeah.
Ya me está costando más en lo normal. Todo mi sentido va pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro.
Despacito, quiero respirarte cuerpo.
I would do one stop here. 4 completely different voices. We know these voices, right? But Tahoon coming out first with just that cool baritone. He's always got that little bit theatrical flair. Then it was Urim, and then Mingyu, right? And then Hyung Ho.
I don't know.
Do I have those backwards? The names, or who came out which. But all 4 of them, their pronunciation, pitch accuracy, tonal differences, all 4 of which are matching the feel of the song, which is completely different than we've seen them do in other things. It's just every single time they deliver what the song is asking for.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
And like you said, totally distinct voices, but when they sing together, their blend is so perfect.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool.
Yes. All right, let me back it up for a quick second here.
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo.
Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Vengo en las paredes de tu laberinto, hacer de tu cuerpo todo manuscrito.
Sube, 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 sube.
Quiero mi balato, pero quiero ser tu ritmo. Quiero le enseñes a mi boca. Este lugar está bonito.
Favorito, favorito, baby.
Déjame sobrepasar tus ondas de peligro. Hazte provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Si te pido un beso, vendámelo. Yo sé que estás pensándolo.
Oh, that's cool.
Sabe que tu corazón conmigo te hace bam bam. Sabe que esa beba está buscando de mi bam bam.
Prépate mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero
The
ver
rolled
cómo
R's, really cool.
So the rolled R's there is great distinction, but I'm pretty sure it's the first time I definitely have not heard Urim rap before. I'm trying to think I've heard anybody rap in that register, like that low range of their register.
Well,
it's a unique combination.
Ever since you went to that rap concert, the whole world is open for you. It's just like the universe is saying, okay, now you're ready.
It's flooded
now you're
in.
ready, sir.
Prépate mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero ver cuánto amor aquí te cabe.
Yo no tengo prisa, yo me quiero dar el viaje.
Empecemos lento, después salvaje.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza,
Pecale malicia con delicadeza.
pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Y es que esa belleza.
Un rompecabezas.
Good shit.
Pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza, oh yeah.
Despacito,
Quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído para que te cuentes
si no estás conmigo.
Despacito, quiero disfrutarte a besos despacito.
firmo en las paredes de tu laberinto.
Hacer de tu cuerpo todo manuscrito.
Sube, sube, sube,
Ah.
sube, sube.
Quiero mi balato, pero quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca. Este lugar es favorito.
Favorito, favorito, baby.
Déjame sobrepasar tus ondas de peligro. Hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Despacito, vamos.
All right, last time I'm going to pause this one. I do have to pause it every once in a while. Sometimes I know it disrupts the flow. I don't know if for those of you who've just recently become Thronlys members, YouTube's
We're all about the
AI
flow.
really loves to,
Oh, yeah.
use us as an example for global blocking. So I got to pause it. But
Gluttons for punishment.
there's always something to comment on with these four. I think individually we've seen a couple of them do their just solo pieces too, which is great because you get a little more of a deep dive into the individual. They really do rotate their voices perfectly. Like there's like you were saying earlier, there's four distinct voices, but they blend so well. When you've got someone taking a lead, the other three, it's almost like the quality of what you expect from an a cappella group. The pronunciation, the phrasing, the timing, if the lead's breathy, they go breathy, the certain speed of vibratos, they're not just matching the note, they're really listening to each other's style. And that just, I think hearing them as an a cappella group, which we haven't heard, I would love. I think they would just knock that out of the park.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, their versatility is really standing out to me. I would say they're probably based more of a classical style, and that still comes out. You can still kind of hear
it does. There's a formality.
But I like the combination of that with. I mean, this is as pop as it gets. I mean, this was the pop song, whatever it was, 7 years ago or something.
It was,
and they what? you weren't.
I don't know the song.
Despacito?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, because you said Desperado first.
No, I
think
knew it
that's-
wasn't Desperado. I was joking around with that, but
Yeah, you've never heard the song before.
I've never heard the song before. I mean, I knew they do covers, so I know they have some originals, but I think we've only heard like one Utopia. Was it early on?
Yeah,
I don't know the
this
song.
is the song that made everybody believe that they could dance. I mean,
I
just don't lie
definitely
when you
did.
listen to
I
this
definitely did hear the song because I definitely don't believe that.
But this song was huge.
So,
So anyway, this very very poppy song, and I mean, there's definitely, there's a different approach and different inflections that take place singing a melody like this, and they're nailing it. It sounds believable, and they still have their own sound that's coming through, which I think is a really cool thing.
yes, yeah, their artistry is always present. It never sounds like a. I don't know. I don't mean this in a diminishing way, but like a karaoke or a cruise ship, like tribute kind of thing, which has its own skill sets. They always put their spin on it. That makes it theirs. Their fingerprint is very present.
Yes. Okay, everybody. Yes. As Art said, it was the biggest song of the year, Richard.
I'm being scolded by everybody.
Richard the Ostrich.
I didn't know.
Oh my! This is just next level. This is next level naivete.
Mr. Ingram didn't write this, right? I feel
He
confident
might have
that that's not the
Maybe we
case.
should check before we assume
Right.
anything.
Let's keep going.
Oh,
Solo en una playa en Puerto Rico, hasta que las olas griten ay bendito, para que mi sello se quede contigo. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Nice. Is that pop tenor range coming through?
oh yeah.
Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito, pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito, pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito, pasito a
I mean, that's great.
suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito, pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Venga Valencia con Dalí
Despacito.
Nice.
I'm stunned. Yes.
And then you think about what we saw them do with Bohemian Rhapsody and what they've done with their original Utopia I mentioned earlier, and just their adaptability. They just set the bar as particularly as a group in terms of covers and artistry, in that aspect. Really well
They
done.
really do. They really do. And I going back to what you were saying about the tenor range. I mean, they have three singers that are just they live up in that G4, A flat, B flat, and I
Yep.
feel like that's if you can really get that push in that range of notes, that's your commerciality sound right there. But again, they're I would say that they're more rooted in classical, but the fact that they can do a song like that is pretty.
Yeah. Well-
That's special.
Wait, that's not the button. Hold, let me put Johnny back. That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. The scene wasn't locked. Okay, it's moving things around on my screen. Sorry about that.
Yeah. the camera freezes are driving Robbie crazy. I think it's bothering him more now than it is us.
Probably. Okay, so
Robbie's been my tech guy. Not that he wants credit or discredit for this, but
it's been a
but it has gotten better. I mean, he has helped it out quite
for
a bit.
sure.
Yep.
All right, a
Still-
quick note from Art, because he's one of the Diamond members that recommended this song that everybody voted on. This is the song Flashlight. I know this song. Zendee sang this as a duet with Jessie J using the music app SMULE. I've never used that, but I know what that is. The app features big name singers who record special versions of their hit songs, purposely omitting some parts so then obviously the singer, whoever can join them. Zendee was 23 in this video.
Wasn't that Steven Spielberg's nickname growing up? Was it SMULE? It was. They used to
Really?
call him SMULE. Yeah, I
Hmm.
believe. And back me up out there.
Anybody.
I don't know if it's SMULE. I think it's
Just
SMULE.
anybody.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
I think I'm right.
So for those of you who don't know the singers, Jessie's on the left and Zendee's on the right.
Okay.
Let's sing together.
Okay.
Got 16 million views. Oh, there's Elmo!
Tomorrow comes, I'll be my own. Your turn.
Feeling proud of the things that I don't know.
And tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes. Oh.
And though the road is long, I look up to the sky.
And in the dark I found, I still think I won't fly.
And I sing
Nice.
along, I sing along, and I sing along. I got all I need, but I got you and I look around me and see a sweet place. Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't stop my heart when you're shining in my eyes.
In life, it's a sweet life.
Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night.
Ah,
Flashlight, you're my flashlight.
I'm a flashlight. Oh.
Zendee's tone here is so smooth. It just
So
there's this
smooth.
velvety, breathy thing going on. Even when she belts, she's got that. It's not pushed. It doesn't cut through in the same way that Jessie's does, and that's
Yeah, it
that's
has
really
a
just more of a
softness,
comment
yeah.
on description, not a right, wrong, good, better, worse, or nothing like that. Just pointing out the separation in the focused frequencies that come through in Jessie's, which is a little more like modern pop versus Zendee's is a little more of like an R&B tone. If I had to
Yep,
categorize them a little bit,
Definitely.
they
Yeah,
sound
no,
great
there's a
together.
softness. Yeah, it's a very interesting tone. Let's keep listening. I love it.
Yeah. Well, first, I think you need to address this rumor that I think Gaia is starting.
Well, okay.
You still have them there.
Let's
They're
just
never
put it
going to
this
be
way.
opened.
I was given a bag of mushrooms by Thronlys member
They
Art.
will never be opened.
God, I'm afraid to even like sniff them. I feel like I'll vomit.
See the
Really nice of you.
shadows beneath the mountain top.
Not afraid when the rain won't stop.
Cause you light the way, you light the way. Go, Jessie.
You light the way.
I got all I need when I got you and I look around me to see a sweet place. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't stop my heart when you're shining in my eyes.
In life, it's a sweet life.
I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight.
You're getting me through the night.
Light, you're my flashlight.
Okay,
Light,
this is the part where you can either sing the
my
chorus
flashlight.
or you can go
Light,
off and
light,
Ready?
Oh, you're my
She's singing right through it.
You're my flashlight.
Cool choices.
Well done.
Yes. Well done.
I would say so.
This sounds so well rehearsed. I'm obviously Zendee would have gone through this a few times. Like, okay, this is part where Jessie's singing, I'm singing, whatever. So you have to kind of learn it a little bit. But this feels
She's doing stuff just on the fly. You can tell.
Also, yes, it feels like they're on stage together and that they've done this 100 times. To take a recording that's locked in. So everything Jessie's doing is there. Everything's, the timing is there. There's no adjustments. Like, you have to work within that frame and sell it as if it's live. Sell it as if this is something that was planned. That's really difficult to do. A lot of these videos, very often, it sounds like the person's chasing the song a little bit, like trying to make it work.
No, I was.
You wouldn't know which one started it.
They were actually on a Zoom call or something.
I know, right?
Yeah, which is impossible. But yeah, she's awesome. I love her whole vibe. She's definitely an artist that I would love to work with, just because she has that cool factor. I mean, she's got just sort of that, just the cool movements and just the way she almost sings out of the side of her mouth a little bit too. You know,
I noticed
like,
that. Just
the notes just kind of crawl out as opposed to being projected out. I mean, that's coolness.
The notes crawl
That's
out.
hip. They do. They're just like.
I'm thinking more of a dribble, but sure.
They just stroll in casually, stroll into the room.
Hold on. You're not supposed to move places. Look at that, from there to there.
What's happening?
How did that happen? Oh, it's probably from when I moved you before, right?
Maybe. How does any of this happen?
It's fine. I'm just going to go with it. It's going to drive me nuts, but I'm going to move on. Okay.
Oh, yes, it will.
Next up, Sir Dimash. Now, this is SOS. We've heard the song more than once. It's a killer song. But this was, I don't remember who suggested this one. Anyway, regardless, it's been requested many times. This is a more recent version that was done in France as part of some event. Does anybody here know what this event was? You guys can fill us in the chat if you know. Otherwise, in the comments when this goes public, that'd be great for that information.
Yeah. And real quick, Robbie bought us 3 coffees. Robbie, our tech guy / friend, bought us 3 coffees. That might be his way of buying himself out of his contract of having to be our assistant for this sinking ship.
Yeah,
there's no hope for you guys.
I don't like this camera change angle. What is going on here? Sorry, I couldn't let it go. I can't.
Yeah, it's so shocking.
Over here, maybe? I don't know why it's not locking in right. Look at you're all stuttery. I'm so sorry. All right, back to the program.
It's okay. Little problems.
I don't have OCD.
No, not since I've known you.
Thank you, Robbie.
Voici le SOS d'un terrien en détresse. J'ai mûri sur terre.
Just double?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was hearing at first. I was like, is there like 2 sounds coming in? I don't know if there's like
I know Dimash is awesome, but that's really good to be able to double your own voice live like that.
Yes, he's a built-in echo system. No, I noticed it too. I was almost waiting for it to go away. Like, I don't know if they just like had the delay. Sometimes a mixer will throw on like that tight of a delay in like the
it's called a
big
slapback
moment.
reverb. Yeah.
Exactly. So in like the big moment to kind of like make it excel a little bit, it's kind of a mixing technique. So either that was left on early or something's happening. I don't know why I would list both would be playing at the same time. It couldn't possibly be anything on our end to cause this. Oh, thank you, Shelby. This was an opening of a Kazakh exposition at a French museum. The president of Kazakhstan was present and invited Dimash to attend, as well as to perform. He also sang another song, which we're not going to see today, but thank you for that information.
Should we start it over again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'm going to play this on another browser, make sure that it is truly the video and not. Still doubling. So yeah, that's in the video for some reason. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, here we go.
Maybe that is him.
Fair point, Jim.
Voici le SOS d'un rien en détresse. J'ai mûri hier sur terre. Je me prendrai
So delicate.
seul dans ma peau. Je dévolie mon dernier
I really like this version.
Seems a little more patient, almost. Just
Je te jure qu'au fond de la vie, avec les bons décennies, j'ai comme nos envies, tu mets à ma force, je sens quelque chose qui m'attire, qui m'attire, qui m'attire, voilà.
little change there.
God, I still remember the first time we heard this.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking the same thing. Just the
The pure awe, the pure shock, just the joy.
We've talked about the scenario of like, what song do you present first to show somebody? I mean, there's a reason SOS just took off, right?
Right.
This song just really highlights so many great qualities about them. But it's the same challenge we've talked about with like Hua Chenyu and so many others on the channel that are so versatile in what they can do. Like, how do you show one song to show everything they can do? And with singers like this, you can't.
Well, I think it helps that sort of embedded in this song. It's sort of like just the most advanced vocal exercise you could ever. Not to dismiss the song.
No, you're right though.
Beautiful song, very touching, very moving. But it's like it's basically, that's an amazing vocal exercise to do, and that's probably why he stays so. He's so refined.
So refined. It's such a clean delivery that's taking place here. So you've got a lot of air pressure. So when he's loud, there's more air pressure, obviously, so helping to amplify the sound. But then to make those fine adjustments and then dial back to really light touches, and just from such a delicate to such a powerful shift throughout the song and across multiple registers in his range is what makes it just an insanely impressive piece to do. And then throw on singing it emotionally and dramatically just brings it home.
Yes, and as the chat is saying, he's singing out of both sides of his mouth, which for this type of music definitely helps.
That would explain the delay also. So the left side's maybe lagging a little bit from the right.
You know what I meant, people.
This is a strange setup too, right? I mean, being on the floor with, and then like I would struggle. Like at first I thought it was started here and then he was going to walk to the stage. It's kind of like just a cool move, you know, in the audience, and then you're center. He's singing the whole song in like the middle of the room. It's a really unique scenario. As a performer, that would feel a little unsettling for me. I can't speak for him, obviously, but it's just kind of the 360 thing and not being, I don't know. It's just a unique scenario because, and then you've got the people on the shot that they know they're on camera. So I wouldn't be that cool. If I was 3 feet from Dimash, I'd be all like I am on the show, like, whoa, and they're just like this. It's just like, I can't relate to that, but maybe it's just a self-conscious thing. I don't know.
I mean, you walked through the aisle once. That was one of the first performances that I saw you do.
That was my first.
You did walk through the stage.
That was my very first vocal performance. 2 out of 3 ain't bad from Meatloaf. That was the very first.
Was that song? Okay, that was the first.
That was the first time I ever saw you.
I was there.
It didn't have the same global impact as SOS did for Dimash, but I'm glad you were there.
Right below it. It was just very close. No, but I remember I was like, oh,
Je vis, pourquoi je meurs, pourquoi je ris, pourquoi je pleure. J'y crois comme des os, comme était notre monde.
I'll never get tired of hearing that song. I mean,
there's definitely a magical combination of certain artists with certain songs.
Oh, God, yeah.
You don't tire of. Yeah.
Perfect example of just a singer that's in total control. Because, I mean, that chorus, it's the same exact notes. He didn't modulate or anything. Sang them totally different. The first, definitely more of a lighter approach. So as he got higher, he went more into the head voice falsetto zone, and then that end he just brought it home, and it was definitely, everything had more meat to it. Even those notes where you're like, there's no way that he can hit those full on. It was definitely a blend, but just a perfect blend of where you still have that power.
Which is so much harder to do than just to force it into place. And that's part of that delicate feeling, even at the louder volumes, that he's able to balance. That it's just wild.
Balance of air pressure, balance of just the coordination is just right on
all the way around. All right, moving on
good.
to the then teenager, also still technically a teenager, Angelina Jordan.
It's so good. Yeah, we talked about these the other day. In my mind, she's 30 because it's just like she's gone through so much. Like it's like, well, when she was a kid, she did this and
It's
she
like,
went through these
oh
phases.
wait.
Like, she's still a kid. She's still a kid. An old soul, though. For sure.
And she is with a young man that I accidentally proclaimed as deceased last time, Ivan. He is in fact still with us.
It's a miracle.
Just gonna apologize one more time. My bad. Ivan, I believe is his name. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then Steve pointed out she's not even a teen here. What is she? 10, 5? I mean, she looks like 12, 13, 12. Okay. So this is what we're about to experience, a different era for her. It was 1 year before she was a teenager.
Okay. 12.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Yep.
Crazy. All right, so this is Stay. This was submitted by Steve, one of our newest Diamond Thronlys members. Welcome to the Diamond family.
Yep, got a chance to meet up with him. He's super cool.
Super cool. And this is right on her channel here. Okay.
By the way, right before we announce somebody's death, we should probably do the research on that. That seems like something that would be...
It seems... I'm not one for gossip, but boy, I knocked that one out of the park.
That was a bold leap right there.
Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. 12 era, exactly. Every year is an era for her.
Rihanna?
Oh yeah, Stay. I didn't think about that.
All along it was a fever, a cold sweat heart he that believer.
Great.
I threw my hands up in the air, said, show me something. He said, if you dare, come a little closer. Round and around and around and around we go.
Oh, cool, Ben.
Oh, now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can live without you. Takes me out the way I want you to stay.
I would say she's 17, 18 here. Just if I close my eyes.
A full-on, fully developed, professional 17, 18-year-old.
Yeah, well, that goes without. Yes, exactly. That's, oh man, it's funny. It's not funny. It's interesting to look at her career, and she's gone through different phases and stuff, and it's always trending upwards, like the stock market,
For sure.
Hopefully, we'll see. But there's so she always is getting better, but it's interesting because there's certain eras that you can just appreciate them for what they are. And if this was her only thing that she did, I'd be a super fan still. I love when she does this this delivery too, but I love when she does all of her other deliveries through her career.
And at the risk of comparing what we just listened to with Dimash, and I'm only bringing this up because we just happened to listen back to back. This demonstrates different aspects of the voice can be equally as impressive through artistry delivery, right? Because obviously his range and his accuracy and his runs and just power dynamics,
Unmatched,
yeah. But here we have a 12-year-old, but even if she wasn't, the style, the vibrato, the soulful play in the lines, and she's not mimicking Rihanna at all. She's just I got to keep harping on the fact that she's a kid, but she is. But that aside, again, is even if she was 30, she's taking the song and making it her own, highlighting certain aspects and qualities within her instrument that makes her so unique. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just wild to see this.
Yeah, no, a
You
song like
don't
this
need a
isn't-
massive range, is my point. It really
No,
what
and a
it comes
song
down
like this
to.
does not require a
Right.
massive range in the least. In the and Rihanna's the same thing. I mean, it's like
Yeah, it's
just
pretty
a
limited.
very unique, I mean, distinguishable tone that you
Mhm.
just can hear from a mile away. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
it's definitely a different aspect, and it's equally as great.
Absolutely. It's just so cute. Just kind of casual with it.
It's not much of a life you're living.
All those little glissandos built
I
in.
know, love it.
It's not just something you take, it's given. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh,
I know.
now, tell me now,
It's cool.
tell me now, you know.
Little bold melody change.
Ain't sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can live without you. Takes me out the way I want you to stay. The reason I hold on. Cause I need this hold gone. Funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one who needed saving. Cause
She's not old enough to experience what the song is about.
I was
It
gonna say
doesn't
everything
make
is so
sense.
connected. She's just so present, so patient. Again, it just speaks to her being older than her years. Somewhere in her soul, she's older than her years. Because I mean, there's just nothing about that that's rushed at all. It's just
No.
totally connected. She's listening like a pro. I mean, that is a skill that doesn't come typically until later for any musician,
Right.
where you can have the awareness that you're not just listening to yourself, you're listening to surroundings, and you're making sure that you're doing the dance together. And that's, people don't usually get that until their 20s or 30s, hopefully.
If at all.
Yeah, if at all.
at all.
Yeah. Sometimes people never get that
Yeah.
ability to listen.
Sorry for
In music
clapping
and
too
outside of
loudly.
music.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry for clapping too loudly in the mic. It was.
Did you?
I feel like I did. I didn't want to.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to startle anybody, but I'm having a difficult time connecting what I'm hearing and seeing, and the believability in her tone with the lyrics that somebody else wrote and life experiences she's not likely to be able to adapt to, at least in this lifetime. And as Art pointed out, if reincarnation is a thing, I would think she's the poster child for that
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah, that's a special voice at that age, man.
when you never see the light, it's hard to know what which of us is caving. Not really sure how I feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can live without you. Takes me out the way I want you to stay.
That's a cool little bend.
Stay.
Oh. I want to hear that again.
Stay.
Beautiful. Crazy.
Yeah, no, I always, I can't help but compare her to Michael. They don't sound anything alike, but just the career starting so young, being so good so young, and just having really different voices throughout their career, like totally different voices.
You
When he
referring to
was
Michael
10,
from the Jacksons?
Michael from the Jacksons, not from the Beatles, not Michael
Just
from
making
the
sure.
Jacksons. Yes. No, and it's just and the same thing. He got better as he went along, but there's still times when I want to hear ABC Michael, because it's just
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
in that
yeah.
mood. Yeah, and then obviously Thriller Michael, and then later stuff.
And Steve mentioned also that I saw in the chat that she has a more recent version that she just did of that song. So that might be interesting to check out. We will be doing another Reaction Wednesday with Angelina. I don't have the date for that yet, but it's absolutely going to happen. And so that might be a good fit for that as well. And speaking of Reaction Wednesday, this Wednesday, for those of you here today, this Wednesday, we'll have a Reaction Wednesday to Hua Chenyu, all duets. The entire show is all duets that he's done, so that'll be kind of interesting. And for those of you watching this on Thursday, you missed it because it was yesterday that we did Reaction Wednesday. So that's what's happening there. This song, I'm pretty sure Vijandra, correct? I believe you are the Diamond member who suggested this one, is voted on as the top pick for today. The song is called Seek from 2017 Mars concert. And we should be good with No Transparency too, because we've done well with the Mars one. So
Seek and destroy.
that would be weird if he started jumping into it. No, it wouldn't. If he did a Metallica song, there would be nothing weird about it. He would find a way to just make it totally his. It would be awesome, actually. Come to think of it. Oh my goodness. We have a dedication. The song is for Patty. Oh, and Barbara's here too. Our newest Diamond member also just joined us as well. Welcome.
Hey.
终点没有风浪，怎么我们会跌倒摇晃？伸手不见月光，怎么繁星能闪耀光芒？交集会就让我还在走，太阳升原本一定会有。等到天亮了，我们都寻找到最漂亮愿望，靠近多少？路上还有暗香，天色渐淡，里面还有
Really cool.
世界的光，只剩还有多少？
Nice.
找一个方向。来自
Ooh. That's cool.
来自
Not taking anything away from Hua Chenyu. I'm loving this drummer. Those of you who know me, I started off as a drummer, so I can't not
He's got a
acknowledge
drum
it when I
bias.
hear it. I do have a drum bias. His choices are fantastic. It almost sounds like two different drummers. Sometimes you hear because this has kind of like a feel like almost like a One Republic. There's kind of like a pop drive to it.
Little
Once the drums
Coldplay,
come
yeah.
in. Coldplay, yeah, in that vein. But there's layers that he's doing with his four limbs that are really syncopated in such a way that makes it feel in a cool way. And Hua to have this, which is this really cool overtone in his head voice on top of that gives this separation. When you've got like this rhythmic feel underneath with that float combination on top, I love that. There's always a feeling of, it gives me just a meditative sensation. Like I like
Yeah.
that current that's happening. I like what's happening here a lot rhythmically along with his
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, I want to hear more of it because there's a couple melody things he's doing are really interesting, and I love the fact that when it sort of breaks in with the chorus or post-chorus or whatever it is, it doesn't do your typical one chord. It actually goes to the two chord. But I'll discuss that later. But the beginning is cool. I just want to discuss a little thing.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that. So you start up. So instead of just going to a regular A chord, he's doing that little crunchy thing. It's like an A sus. Yeah. Just love little details like that. I just think separates the men from the boys.
Quick response to Jim's. You guys turned down a trip to see Hua Hua due to some wedding. Just for clarification for those seeing that, the some wedding is Johnny's actual wedding. So we decided, as much as we would love to see Hua Chenyu later this year, we were talking about, if we went to Tokyo to see him, that he announced a date in, it's like, what is it, like 8 days before your wedding or something. It's like, there's just no way it's going to happen. But eventually we do want to go to Mars for sure.
I did go back and forth, by the way. And then I decided ultimately it's better for my survival if I don't. Just kidding.
Bye, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Nice transition.
Oh, that's what it was. Sorry.
吹沙那不知你在向那片日落向往，人们花想说中国，甚至看见荒漠空旷，一个人难免崇拜流浪，却变成了自己的迷藏。最好的旅途是让我们记住爱的模样。 多少路上还有翱翔，天色间的明灭，还有风凉，世界多宽。
So I'm gonna stop it one more time. Just gotta.
Yeah. We're applauding these artists for staying present and connected, and we're both just oblivious to the fact.
Listen, some would argue that hearing Hua Hua is more important than watching Hua Hua. However,
I was
Hua
trying to
Hua
memorize the melody.
Has this beautiful imagery and his staging and his look and vibe. He's a beautiful man, and I did not mean to take that away from y'all. So let me back it up a little bit.
And by the way, the chord progression I was talking about for the chord police out there, I want to make sure that I don't get arrested for wrong chords. This is what it does. So it goes 4 chord, 1 chord, 6 chord, then it does that tasty chord. Okay. And then that pre-chorus, I mean, simple, but the way, I don't know, there's something about that I just like, and just the way it kind of like floats down from note to note is really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. It kind of has a little bit of that Eastern sound, which I always am a big fan of. And then, when that chorus, that goes to that 2 chord, which again, it could just go to the basic 6 chord, which is the B minor, or it could go to the 1 chord. But the fact that it's going to the 2 chord, and the melody is the D, which in the 2 chord is the 7th. So it just, not a typical chord.
No, it
chord
just
tone
gives
when you're
it-
singing the melody.
I think that adds to the whole float feeling I was talking about too. Just everything just had these little suspenseful moments that just gives it this contour melodically to what's happening around
Yeah.
what he's doing. And the reason I almost did it again. There's Hua. The reason I didn't even realize that he wasn't on the screen is I was reading the lyrics because I was able to watch it just fine. And they're fantastic. And I just more props to him in choosing songs because I think he does not the lyrics typically, right? He works with lyricists, does a lot of arrangement. I know he writes a lot of the melodies as well. Song to song, I'm sure it changes, but the lyrics here, and Hua Chenyu English Subs, the channel, I believe, did the translations, and that's an art form in and of itself. But listen to this. So, the best journeys instill within us the shape of love. Along the road, there is still a faint fragrance. Under the dimming sky, I can still feel a cooling breeze. And behind us, it's just the poetry that he's singing about, and just creating this positive energy and thoughtful introspective concepts, I think is lacking a lot in the music industry.
Definitely in modern Western pop, at least the stuff that's on the radio that you hear, there's nothing like that anymore. It's not. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I like older music too, is because you had your Paul Simons, you had your Bob Dylans, that just it was all about. There's so much poetry in those songs, and I love that. A lot of the Eastern artists that we listen to, and somewhere in the middle too, not just that, but
for sure. Before I hit play, I did rewind it. I saw some coffees coming. Can we?
You did see
quick
some,
shout out, please.
Yes. Okay. So Chris bought a coffee. Thanks for dragging me around early on a Sunday.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes. Thank you for that as well. For myself, speaking for myself. And Latte Lover bought us 7 coffees. She says, thanks for a great start to the week. You're welcome.
Thank you, Latte.
Nice to be with all you guys.
Thank you very much.
Francesca.
And Robbie, here's
bought a
more
coffee.
torture for you.
Yeah, my contribution oh, jeez. Right on cue, because she says, my contribution to technical support efforts.
Thank you, Francesca.
I don't even know what people, I think people wouldn't even know what to do if we had a completely
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Show.
And what would we do without Thronlys? Because thank you, Jim, Westone Audio, for allowing us to experience this fantastic program. We wish we could share these all with you.
And my show last night, I've been using them ever since we got them a couple
For
months
those
ago,
of
and
you,
they are awesome.
Just a quick shout out to our sponsor here too. They sent these truly are incredible in-ears. There is a link in the description if you're interested in investing into high quality, just experiencing sound at its best, particularly if you're a performer too, obviously.
Mm-hmm. They're the
get
best.
the most out of them. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Sorry, poor Robbie.
Just cool little hook too.
Yeah, a little bit.
realizing how difficult this song would actually be to sing. So it's just that A-B range, just before the high C, it just in that space of in that chest voice tone for typical male singer. Obviously, there's a huge spectrum in terms of what is relative to what is normal, but in most modern music, that space used to be super popular in the 80s with like the hair metal bands. Like that's the range, the tenor range that he's singing in, and he's just still giving it with a sense of, I don't want to say ease. There's passion behind his singing here, but there's a comfort level that's coming through that makes it feel warm while still being intense. It's balanced well.
Well, I think when you do that too, it gives more of a haunting sound to it. Like definitely the Radiohead. I know that's a big influence of his.
Yep.
If he was to sing it like Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, for instance, Chris, it would lose that hauntiness. Obviously, it'd be more badass, but it wouldn't have that hauntiness.
It would tell a different story.
For
sure.
He's channeling his inner Tom York more here, which I think is appropriate.
I would agree. Awesome.
The thing I love most about these only shows is the difference in the singers. And going back to what you were saying before about, just having a Dimash song and then going to Angelina, they're totally different thing, but you can appreciate
so much
both
to
for
appreciate.
what they're giving. And that's the great thing about music. It's not just one lane that you can go down. You can enjoy it in so many ways, and depending on your mood and your level of energy and tiredness.
We're closing with the coffee. Random troglodyte bought a coffee. There's only one troglodyte, by the way.
Oh my God, what did he say?
I don't know. I missed it.
Art starting a fund for Johnny to buy one of Hua's concert jackets for his personal wardrobe.
Yes, please.
No, it's just a joy to do these shows. So
yeah,
thank you, and it's a joy to freeze most inopportune times. So.
And on that note, thank you all of our Thronlys members for being here. And maybe we should dedicate some of our. Maybe we should, set aside a budget for technical corrections. But then, why would you guys be here? You can go listen to music anywhere. No, thank you to all of our silver, of course, and gold and diamond Thronlys members right here. Thank you to all of your contributions in being here and being part of the show and making the show what it is in all of its glory. We hope you have an amazing week and to see you very soon.
Yes, thank you guys. Good
Bye
morning.
for now.
Have a great day. See ya.
Bye.